Alright, what's up guys? Hey man, I know I've been trying to get with y'all for a few now. Today I'm going to be doing my retro kit for the Jackson Coosa FD. So what your kit's going to come with is the new bar. You're going to get the bigger upgraded knobs. You're going to get 2 of those. And you're also going to get the fiberglass rods. You're going to get all the hardware that goes with it. So they say it's a pretty simple install. We'll see how it goes. You're also going to need Allen wrench, I believe is 30 seconds. And what you're going to need that for is to loosen the handles for the steering controls, so that will let the rod slide right out. So we're going to loosen those 2 on each side. As long as they're loose like that, that's what's moving. And then of course we are going to have to access the rudder control system. We're going to unbolt those 2 there. And that is going to be a 1/8 Allen wrench. So we're just going to take those off all the way. Hope you guys can see. So that came off. That came off. Right underneath it, that nut came off. So I'm going to set all this to the side. We're going to take this other side off. Having to put my finger under there to hold that nut. Once that comes off, there it goes. So that's off. So now, since the control knob is loose, you say you're just gonna unscrew the, slide it out right there. Okay, so that's out. So y'all can see the difference. So it's going to go to a single, it looks like. So we're going to grab our U piece. We are going to run it through, all the way through. So we're going to move that out the way. We're going to stop right there. We are going to grab one of these right here. So it looks like it's going to go in just like this. So we'll put that in there. That's the old one. And you want to leave just enough off to where this is gonna That's going to be backwards. It's going to go like this. So guys, if y'all just paid attention, I actually put this the wrong way. It's actually going to go like this, so it can still fit in there. Do that halfway in. Get that somewhat lined up. Maybe that's just too loose right now. So the 3/32. Don't like the litter. We're gonna loosen that up right there. I think maybe that's what's catching it. Let's see if y'all can see. So that's what was catching it. So you got to back off on that Allen bolt. And you got to put these in line, I'm assuming. So just leave it in there like that. Still catching it a little, so no, it's not. So we're gonna slide that all the way back in, I believe. Okay, keep sliding till it stops. So it's stopped there. That's wrong. Dang it. Alright guys, we're back. So I'm trying to figure out how this is going to go in, and I think the best way that it's going to go in is just like this. So it's just going to sit and ride on here. The only thing that you're not going to have is it's not going to lock that rudder straight like you can with your old one. But to me, I'd rather take the tallness and the thickness of the steering knob, as opposed to when I'm steering here and can only use 2 fingers. Now I can grab and use the entire lever. So we're going to run that back through again. It's going to run through there like that. That all the way through it until it stops again. There we go. So we're going all the way through until it stops. So we're not going to lock that down just yet. So we're going to take out the other side. Do the exact same thing. We're going to pull it out. And we're going to set it to the side. So we got our old hardware. Set it to the side. Never know when you're going to need it. Okay. We're going to grab our new rod. I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. Just lubricate it just a little bit. Get ready with our handle and our hold down. Take this 30 seconds again. Back it off just a little bit so she'll be ready to go in. Slide her in. We'll stop about right there. And these are a little bit tight to squeeze in and get lined up. But we'll see if it's all worth it. Almost have to just twist and turn. Let that guide go in there. I don't know if it's because it's brand new or what, but just like that, all the way in. So guys, it's gonna feel like it's gonna hang up a little, but it's not. So bring that over to about where it's halfway. Again, we're gonna adjust that last. So the next thing that I believe we have to do is we are gonna take the rudder off, which is accesses to this. This is the only thing that you're going to reuse. That's going to be for this. And it's going to sit on here just like this. So with the hardware given, we'll drop in the lock nut, put your finger under it, and run just to catch the thread, leave it loose. So we're going to do the same thing for the other side. Drop it, your screw in. Drop your lock nut in. And run the screw in. So once it's tight, you can let it go. It's going to hold itself back. Tight that in. This one in as well. Get a little pry on it. get you a little to-go bag, so to speak, is what I would call it. And you don't know when this stuff's gonna get loose on you in the water. I had my rudder controls get loose on me when I was demoing a kayak before I bought this one, and I was pretty much stuck in the water there. So again, guys, it's an item that screws in and out. I understand it, but you know, just make sure you're ready in the water. So we're gonna put our rudder back in, like y'all just saw me do. Rudder back in. Put this back on and run your pin back through. And that's it for that. And I don't know if I put that in backwards. Correction, guys. This is going to go facing towards the boat. So now that's better. So you're going to grab this, guys. When you put this in, you want to make sure the flat side is down. Okay? Flat side down. Side down. You're going to grab the hardware provided. Run it through there like that. And these are self-tappers, guys. So I haven't heard any complaints on it self-tapping. But again, this is why you want to have these tools in your boat, in your little to-go pouch, just in case this backs out. So we're just going to start that right there. Just going to get that going right there, just right till it starts to get tight on you. They say that's good enough. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. We're going to grab our hardware. We're going to line it up. Get it started by hand. Again, it's a self-tapper, guys, so you don't need a lot of force with it. Hope y'all can see real good. So we're gonna get it going. Lining these things up right here. So if you have the Coosa, you just put these center about there. But the most important part is this rudder. Y'all see the rudder? The rudder needs to be straight as possible, because what you're going to do now, you're going to grab that 3/32. See how it turned it? Move that back a little bit. Right there. Go back. as many times as it takes. Make sure your rudder's straight. And tighten down that cleat. You want to make sure that you put some good pressure on this, because it will back out on you. So there it goes right there. Wow. So now that the rudder's lined up, I can just move this over as much need be. Come back again, make sure that that is good to go. And put her center up with the notch. If you have the Coosa, you have the notch. If you have the big rig, it does not have the notch. So I would recommend doing some tape there for your center. And then just tighten down this cleat. So what I would recommend, guys, this is the first time I've done this, to make it a little bit easier, I would probably put some soap in here, some Palmolive soap, Dawn, doesn't matter, just something to lubricate that fiberglass rod and this plastic. That way these knobs will turn easier for you. Alright, so they're nice and tight. So that's it, guys. So basically, it went from a single piece here. It made it a single piece. The other piece made these two independent, and now it's all one. So I think that's what's going to help out with the steering. Only time will tell when I can get it in the water. Again, guys, the box that they send you your stuff with, put your old hardware in the hardware baggie they gave you. Just throw everything in there. And if you don't like how it performs on your boat, you have all your old parts, or if something breaks while you're in the meantime of waiting, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I might put one of the smaller knobs on whichever side I put my paddle or my parking pole, because this is pretty tall, but I like that I can steer now. So there you have it, guys. Again, this is the retro rudder kit for the Jackson Coosa, the Jackson big rig. I think it's pretty much for any of the flex drive boats that Jackson manufactures. While I got you here,